Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Plate RVA. I'm your host Rebekah Pierce, and we are back here at the market at 25th here in Richmond, Virginia. And I'm so excited about this episode because we're doing something a little bit different. And I have a fantastic local chef for you who's gonna give us some sweet and exciting options today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Chef Lynn Painter. Hi, how are you, Lynn?
Hi, Rebekah. How are you?
I am excited. What are we going to be doing today?
Today we will be making chickpea tacos.
Chickpea tacos. Now, this is something new because this is a vegan dish, right?
Correct.
Y'all, pray for me. Okay. Are you ready to go shopping?
I am ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's go.
Okay, that was great. Once again, we saved a whole lot of money here at the market at 25th. Are you ready to go cook?
I am ready to go cook.
I am so excited. Let's do this. Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Plate RVA. I am so excited to be back in the kitchen with Lynn. We had a great time shopping, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Wonderful time.
Oh my gosh. So today we are making some chicken.
No chicken.
No
chicken at all.
We
We're
don't
vegan. No chicken.
We're making chickpea tacos.
Correct.
And
I'm not gonna lie, I do miss Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Boy, listen, and we have a special guest. We have Lynn's co-partner in a show we're going to talk about that you guys do called Comedy in the Kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Jay
comedian
Ron.
extraordinaire. Can I do
I'm
this?
sorry, I'll be quiet.
Jay Ron, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a tough episode.
No, it ain't. We're gonna have a good time. I ain't gonna give it a
No. Okay, so let's talk about this recipe. So how did you get started with vegan cooking?
Actually, it was kind of a phase that I transitioned into. I got to a point where the things that I was eating weren't necessarily disagreeing with me, making me feel bad, but mentally they were starting to become an issue. I was having these different things that would be saying to me as I was preparing to meet, things of that nature. And a friend of mine was actually going through the same thing, and they just like, look, I'm gonna stop eating meat. And I said, well, I am, but I need to finish what I got in my freezer first. Because I'm just not all about just, wasting food.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of, ground beef, ground turkey and chicken left, and I got through some of it, and then the same thoughts kept coming back, and I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm done.
You're done with meat?
Yeah.
You threw it away?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a lot
That
of
was
money.
like $13
That's a lot of money right there.
I know.
Okay.
It was a dark day.
It was a dark day. Are you vegan?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I'm not, so this is going to be quite
It's gonna be
interesting.
fun.
Yeah, so let's get started. So what did we buy today to get us going?
Well, we got some tacos and the taco mix. If you want to make these from scratch yourself, go ahead, be my guest. That's a lot of work. So we went to the grocery store. They can help us out a little bit. We have the garbanzo beans, or if you really have a hard time pronouncing this word, you can just say chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Because
Garbanzo
garbanzo beans is not an easy word to pronounce.
No,
Trust
it's
me,
not.
I
Or
struggle with
spell.
it. Yes.
Or spell.
You can look. It's Garbanzo. Garbanzo. If you can't read that and say that, you might need to go back to school.
Well, you got people out there that might need to go back to school because
That's all
some
right.
people struggle.
Okay.
We have our
Garbanzo beans. What you said? Garbanzo.
There you go.
What?
That's exactly what they said. So,
Okay, what
and
is that?
This is actually vegan sour cream.
Okay, wait a minute. I've never heard of vegan sour cream.
Well, we have now tofuti.
Oh boy.
Tofuti.
Tofuti.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so vegan sour cream. We found that in the vegan section.
Yes,
Okay.
They have a whole vegan section in the store we was at, which
Vegan
was
sour
neat because I did not know that they were gonna have a whole vegan section. I was a little concerned.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure who these people are. We're gonna find out how good they make sauce.
Zilch.
Okay, but just any kind of salsa, mild or
Yes.
spicy
It
or
depends. Again, your palate.
Your
Mild,
palate.
spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, you could throw some jalapenos in that puppy.
Oh,
Hey, your
wow.
whole inside burning if you so
Oh,
decide.
wow.
I like hot. You got hot sauce?
we
No
don't
hot
want to
sauce.
burn no
We're
hot
not doing hot
sauce.
sauce. See, I'm cooking for
We can do
others.
mild. I ain't tripping.
Right, and then we're gonna add the almond milk for add give it a little creamy texture.
Right. And do we want to say this is unsweetened almond milk?
Yes, this is unsweetened. You can use again a lot of what based on your palate, whatever you
Right.
like. You want a little sweet flavor.
And your tacos?
Right. However you want it. This is the thing about cooking. There are no rules to this.
Okay.
No.
You can make fried ice cream.
Yes, you can do
There's
that.
no rules to food.
And we have our Follow Your Heart. And then they're
yes.
starting to come out with different varieties of this. This is one of the ones I like the best. I like the taste and the texture once it melts.
Okay, dairy-free cheddar.
Dairy-free cheddar, yes.
Wow.
It
How
makes-
do you make cheese with no dairy? Next show. Okay.
Yes, that's another
Okay,
conversation.
never mind.
And then, of course, you gotta have your spinach.
Regular
Yes,
spinach.
sir.
Regular
For protein.
Okay.
You remember Popeye used to take that can of spinach and blah, 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 and then knock out what's his name?
Brutus.
That's his name.
I thought he was gonna say olive oil. Y'all was about to get nervous.
Nah, he ain't knocked her out. He loved her. He was in love with that skinny little person.
Okay. Okay, so you guys have a show, as we said at the top, called Comedy in the Kitchen. So
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
whose idea was that? What is it about? What we do?
Well, it's kind of it was a combination of ideas. This guy was at my house
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, I was thinking one day we had like doing comedy and then he was cooking, so I was like, what if we did a comedy cooking show? And we started talking about it, and next thing you know, we ended up doing it. We had to wait a little while because Lynn had some health issues. You know, when you get older, you go through stuff like that.
No, he didn't.
And
Just throw you in the
what? He old. He know he old.
He's not that.
I'm gonna get old
We're
one
the
day.
same age practically.
Oh man.
You're right there.
But,
Okay, so what's the format? So how does it like work?
Well, okay, so we'll come in, we do like networking for the first portion of the show, like whoever's in the building, you know, you can talk to people, get to know who's who. We have people that come do vendors, you can talk to the vendors.
Oh, so you have a space that you
Yeah.
you rent a space,
Yes,
people pay
ma'am.
to come?
Yeah.
Okay, and so
The ticket price is $10 for a regular ticket, and then the VIP ticket is $20. But with the VIP ticket, you'll get a full meal.
Oh.
Of course, the comedy show, and we serve wine as well.
so Lynn cooks all the food while you guys do the comedy.
Basically, yeah. He's the chef, I'm the comedy, along with the other comedians that's on the show.
Oh, that's cool. So how long does the show like go? Is it like a 2-hour show, an hour show?
About an hour.
About an hour.
It stretches to 2 hours because the first hour is the networking part, but after that, the show is kind of quick.
Oh my goodness. So how many shows have you guys done, and what's been the response that you've done?
We just did our third show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, if you go back to where we actually originally started, we started it actually at my house in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Just
just
like
like
this.
this.
Right.
And we just was doing more so the comedy and the cooking aspect. We didn't have actual live comedians. So that started in, I want to say, November.
Was it November?
2019?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, like November 2019.
Something like that.
And then we, when the new year came, we ran in and decided to make it an actual live event. And so, yeah, we took it from there. But it's been, everyone loved the show.
So they get to get a good meal,
Mhm.
a vegan meal. So you're introducing
Good,
people to
yeah.
food
Yes.
that they've probably not eaten before.
Yes.
Which would have to be beans. I
Different.
smell them. Okay.
I had to rinse them off.
Right, we rinse off the beans. So
Yes,
they
rinse off
get
the beans.
a vegan dish and comedy.
Yes.
So they get to eat healthy and laugh healthy.
And
man.
learn.
Oh, and learn.
We are literally healing you in all ways possible.
Yes.
You're eating good. We cleaning your insides. You're
Yes.
laughing. We
Okay.
cleaning your soul.
Oh my goodness.
Only
Yes.
thing you ain't getting is
Cleaning
a
my
massage.
soul, Lord.
Laughter. That's what
That's
it do.
it.
It cleanses the soul.
It's good for the soul.
No, we're not getting a massage. That's a whole other.
No, we ain't doing that up here. We ain't doing that. We don't want no charges.
No.
We don't want
No
Nobody
charges.
saying nothing. We touch nobody the wrong
I
time.
didn't do nothing to nobody.
So how many other like shows do you think you guys are gonna do this year? You're trying to do like a whole season. You're trying to find
We do one show a month.
One show a month, okay.
Probably end up going all through the year.
doing your shows.
Yep.
Okay, great. What's the objective? What are you hoping? Are you hoping to get a national opportunity? Are you hoping to get a take it on tour? What are we doing?
All of that if possible.
All the
if
above.
possible.
All
Well,
the
you know,
above.
wherever the wind take us, whatever the Lord see for us to do, we finna do it.
I love that.
Look at that knife work.
Oh my gosh. So how long have you been a vegan? All your life? Or
About 4 or 5 years. something
4 or
like that.
5 years?
Yeah.
Is this why both y'all so skinny?
No,
I've been skinny my
I've been
whole life.
small
I
my
think this is
entire life.
hereditary.
This is. I've been
Like-
born this. I was born.
I
this
know.
way.
My mama this tall,
Your mama-
and my dad is like 2 inches taller than me, but he's skinny. So I'm like, I have no choice but to be this big.
Okay, so no, the benefits of living a vegan lifestyle and cooking. I know it helps with a lot of particularly health issues that we have in our community in particular. So is this one of the things you guys talk about at your shows, like why people should consider taking on this?
Yes, that is something we cover. We definitely cover why you should consider eating healthier. But again, it's all personal choice. We're
Right.
not trying to. Our goal. We're not trying to change the way people eat. We're just going to inform them that there are better ways to eat.
Absolutely.
So how has the vegan scene, you think, changed or improved in Richmond?
It's actually growing. I mean, you find more and more people. I just saw a testimony on Facebook, of all places, where a young lady posted that she is no longer pre-diabetic
Oh,
because she's changed her diet. She went vegan, and now
Okay.
she's no longer pre-diabetic. So I posted testimony. Look, and sent it back out so people can see. Like you tell people about the benefits of it, and they kind of look at you like. But when people that actually take it upon themselves to do it and have the results themselves, then you can just use them and like, hey, look, they did it.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you guys on the show is because number one, I'm a fan of both of their work. I've worked with Lynn in the past. He's been in some of my shows as a playwright. Jay Ron was in one of our films a couple years ago as well. So the War at Home, right? And we're still working on that. And speaking of the War at Home, that's why I'm wearing this shirt today, because as we're bringing the show to you, this is Women's History Month. But this is also an opportunity to support women veterans. I'm a vet. Lynn is a vet.
Come on now.
Lynn was in the Army. I was in the Air Force. So we wanted to definitely show our support for not only women's history, but for women who have served and continue to serve. Okay. So I'm supporting my...
I was supposed to be in the Air Force.
No.
I was. I'm for real. I went to the building. My me and my homeboy.
He said he went to the building.
Look, it's a sign. It's a building that in Short Palm you go to. You got to fill out the paperwork. You sign up and whatnot. So we went up there, but it was closed. So I feel like that was God telling me, bro, you don't need
not to do.
Yeah.
You know you got to take a test to get in, right?
Won't gonna get in. I probably would have failed. I'm not good at tests.
That's bad.
I finished college though. I do have a degree.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Ain't it? Come on, Jesus. Bless us. Come on.
Okay, so I noticed we got soft and hard topics because you said it's really your choice as to which kind of shells you want to use, right?
Yes.
So hopefully today we're gonna, with our guests that are with us today, hopefully everyone will try at least a hard and a soft taco.
I know I'm gonna get both. What I prefer?
You prefer both?
Yeah. I like soft tacos though, but I do prefer both when I'm hungry, and this is one of those times.
This is one of those times. Okay. Do we heat up the taco shells or we just
you can again.
Any way you want
Any
to.
way you want to.
Okay, love it. Okay.
All right, so now we're just going to move on over to the stove and dun dun dun.
Oh no.
I need to figure out how to cut this puppy on. This is my
I
stove.
got you. He's not technologist, Sam.
We're gonna cut it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have our beans on the stove, the argabons beans, and they're cooking. And so let's talk about what's going on currently. We have, focus, we have the coronavirus happening, and so now we have many of our stores are out of basic products like chicken and pork and things like that. But what's left happens to be vegan items.
Amen.
So how can we start, maybe this is a good time for families to start considering trying vegan options. So what's your take on how they can use this, now in their homes? Especially since the kids will be home for 2 weeks.
Right. It's you just gradually, well not gradually at this point, just cut the meat and the dairy out.
But that's so hard. How do you?
It is. But you look at it this way, the things that we do for the exterior.
Yes.
We don't spare no expense. We don't waste no time, no cost. We want to do something for our external. But without your internals, you can't do anything external. So you have to weigh the balance of which is more important. Do I want to look good or feel good?
This is true. But you
like
use
both.
I know I like both too. But you use almond milk. So how is that not considered? Is that considered dairy or is it?
No,
not
it has
dairy?
no. It's made from almonds, so there is no dairy in it.
Okay, so in the garbanzo beans, you added the almond milk in there, and so you added the unsweetened. And you said earlier people wanted to make it a little bit sweeter because I think that's what a lot of people would say is missing from their food is the sweet taste, sugar in other words. Right. So is almond milk perhaps a good way to kind of start approaching reducing or getting used to necessarily non-sugar products, so to speak, in our food a little bit better?
You just have to go. The best places to go when you go to the grocery store are on the outsides of the grocery store.
Right.
You want to stay in the produce section, and then you want to go into the frozen section. And every now and again, you might need to get something in the middle. But for the most part, most of your shopping should be on those aisles.
Periphery.
Yes.
And a lot of stuff does still, like that almond milk right there has sugar in it. It's just natural sugar. It's not added sugar like the white sugar, the bleach sugar that they put in stuff. Well, it's unsweetened, but it's still gonna have sugar in it.
Okay. So we're gonna hopefully some families, they see that section in the store, they'll maybe go towards it a little bit more and try experimenting. Because you said you learned by just taste. You said you like the way things taste, and you figured out how to put it all together. Talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I just when it comes to cooking, Like there's so many avenues that
Right.
you got tons of spices, you got tons of different things that you can use, and it's just a combination of what your palate wants. And for me, it's mostly inspiration. Like most of the dishes I prepare are usually I get an inspiration, boom, something to hit me, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. And right after that, I'll start getting the ingredients, and it'll kind of come together, and this picture will come together in my head as to, oh, boom, this is what it's gonna look like. This is what it should taste like, and then I start getting the things I need and move forward with that.
So this is a healthier version of Taco Tuesday.
Yes,
Basically.
I like that.
Love
Okay.
Taco Tuesday.
Everybody loves Taco Tuesday.
I just like taco. I think Taco Tuesday, Friday, so whatever day to have a taco is a good day.
Taco Thursday.
Why should we only have tacos on Tuesday?
I don't know. I usually have them on Mondays. Okay, so are the beans ready?
Yes, everything is done. We just need to kind of put everything together and get to eating.
Let's get the beans going. I'm ready for this.
Hurry up, I'm hungry. I want both of them. BOFFUM, both of them.
Okay, so we're ready to eat now. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to tasting this, Lynn. This looks fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning into Beyond the Plate RVA. This has been fantastic. My guest again, Chef Lynn Painter and Jay Ron of Comedy in the Kitchen.
Yeah,
and we want to thank the Market at 25th again for allowing us to come to the store. You guys tune in to our next episode. We're going to have another fabulous dish. Bon appetit. This is delicious.